What's up, TTS family? It's your boy Ken. I'm coming at you with a video of instruction today. Today we're going to be going over firearm safety. So especially if you're new or you just want a refresher, this will be a good video for you. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put up our little paw here. Alright, so when you got your paw, you should have 5 digits. If you ain't got 5 digits on your little paw, you're going to want a second paw, okay? If you ain't got 2 paws, pull out your feetsies. But 5 individual rules. You're going to have 5 fingers, right? It's going to be treat, never, keep, no. All right, that's your 5. Easy. Treat, never, keep, no. Some of you guys are like, well, that's stupid. Well, I'll tell you, if you've been in the military, you know ditties. They're solid. They help you remember everything. You keep going through it, so make sure you have your little paw. If you need to, use 2. All right, so we're going to go over treat, never, keep, no. It's easy as that. Treat every firearm as if it was loaded. Never point your firearm at anything you intend to shoot, kill, or destroy. Okay? Keep your finger straight and off the trigger till you're ready to fire. Keep your firearm on safe till you're ready to fire. Know your target and what lies beyond. Okay, these are 5 simple rules. Treat, never, keep, no. All right, so just practice. Keep that in mind, and you will avoid accidents. All right, a lot of people, you know, they're like, oh, those are stupid rules. They're common sense. Well, not really, or else everyone would know those. Case in point, you can look up online. There was a gentleman here in Florida actually just bought a new AR, wanted to teach his daughter. So he went to his fence, he set up a little target, and they started shooting. Well, he didn't realize beyond that target was his neighbor's house, and he peppered the crap out of his neighbor's home. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, but that's the know your target, what lies beyond. If you're in a defensive situation, okay, you need to use your firearm, you're defending yourself, somebody's in your house. You go to pull out your gun, you're going to shoot the dude. Well, your 5-year-old little girl standing behind him, or she's in the room next to him. Maybe you don't want to shoot at that particular moment. All right, now I know a chemical cocktail goes off. It's hard to remember all that, especially in a defensive situation. That's why you practice. Go to the range, practice all the time. When you're at home, practice. All right, when you practice your trigger discipline, all right, that's never point your firearm or keep your finger straight and off the trigger till you're ready to fire. Always keep your finger straight and off the trigger, just like that. So when you're sighted in, you're ready to go. Okay, I know my target, there's nothing over there. Keep your finger straight right here, okay? And then when you're ready to fire, you can move it to the trigger. All right, I'm using a revolver as an example. Here's a Glock 17, everyone's got a Glock. Finger straight and off the trigger till you're ready to fire. Now, you don't have to have a gun to practice this, okay? Say you're working, you're a cleaning lady, cleaning man, whatever, or hey, you're at the house, I'm gonna go clean the car windows. You pull up your spray, your Windex bottle, guess what? Do that with your Windex bottle. Always practice trigger discipline, all right? Finger discipline, trigger discipline, tomato, whatever fits your fancy, okay? So just remember, treat, never, keep, no. Again, we're gonna go over it. Treat every firearm as if it was loaded. That's simple. Don't go around pointing it at people, okay? Treat it as if it's loaded. Even if you think and you're like, oh, I know it's unloaded. Well, this one's got a magazine in it. That could have had bullets. Lock your slide to the rear. Check your chamber, check the mag well, make sure there's nothing in there. Okay, you always want to treat this as if it was loaded, because what happens if you forgot? Or you set it down, you leave the room, you come back, you didn't know little Timmy was playing with it and he loaded around. You know what I mean? Always treat your firearms as if they were loaded. Okay? Never point anything you don't intend to kill, shoot, or destroy. So, you forgot to check to see if it's loaded. You're moving around, and you're not playing with your trigger discipline, you accidentally desk pop. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you just took little Timmy's face off. All right? There's actually a good YouTube video online where the dude, he's sitting there, he's got a Glock 17. He's like, oh yeah, this is how you do it. He's got his mag in, he chambers around, and he's like, oh, you have to take the mag out, we're gonna take the gun apart. Well, to take a Glock apart, you have to pull the trigger, right? When you pull the slide back, pull this down, you pull the trigger, right? You have to pull it. Well, he was doing that, forgot to take the round out of the chamber, blew his kneecap off. Okay? Never point your gun at anything you don't intend to shoot, kill, or destroy, because it will happen. I mean, that's what happens, right? So, keep your finger straight and off the trigger. If your finger's always off the trigger, you're not going to accidentally desk pop something. You're not going to accidentally shoot something, right? Because how's your gun going to go off if you're not fiddling with the trigger? Okay? Keep your gun on safe. Some guns have safety, some don't. All right? I got a Taurus revolver here, no safety. All right? This is a Glock. Some would argue if it has a safety or not. Per Glock, this has a trigger safety, right? So even if I bump the trigger, it won't go off until I depress the safety. Some will have an actual manual thumb safety, okay? So always keep your firearm on safe. If you don't keep it on safe, you know, you can accidentally bump that trigger, set it off. But if it's on safe, ain't gonna happen, okay? So keep it on safe till you're ready to fire. Know your target. What lies beyond. Simple as that. All right, ladies and gents. All right, this is part 2 of our safety video. We got Sean here, okay, one of our other gunsmiths, and we're gonna go over the basic handling. So we did the 5 safety rules, right? Remember, you got your five fingers on your little paw, treat, never, keep, no. So you're just gonna implement that with firearm safety. So, all right, here's my buddy, and I want to hand him a gun. I don't point it at him, I don't do any of that stuff. Before I hand it to him, even though we trust each other, I'm gonna clear it, right? Treat every firearm as if it was loaded. Now I know it's not loaded. So then I can hand it to him and he can do what he needs to do. So if we're at the gun range, right, he's cleared it, now he can load it and go. So same thing, and this is your life you're taking in, right, consideration. So even though I trust him, we just handed him the gun, he wants to hand it back to me. If he handed it back to me, clear. That's how I expect him to do it, right? So if I try and just go, here, bud, here's the thing, he's supposed to smack my hand out of the way and tell me, no, what are you doing, bud? You know, get the gun. So you always want to clear it, especially, you know, you trust the person, but they make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. So
accidents happen all the time. That's why they're called accidents.
Exactly. And you always want to do it. So once you learn your firearm, right? That's a Glock. This is that Taurus revolver we used earlier. You're going to do the same thing. I'm going to clear it. There's no ammo in there, and I'm going to hand it to him to where he can see that it's cleared. All right? Even if you pull the slide back, you don't want to hand it to him like this, right? You want to hand it down, point it away. Never point your gun at anything you don't want to shoot. So simple as that. Okay? Just keep your gun pointed down. All right? And you're never going to want to point it at your buddy, anything like that, even when you're practicing. Clear?
Clear.
Cool. Gun's clear.
Only you can prevent firearm discharges.
Exactly.